Right, folks, let's try this one more time. Okay, so you need to type one of these commands. It's just the TSL bot is going to post them up. There they are. So the throttle, train brake. Won't worry about loco or dynamic brakes. The wipers, headlights, reverser, and you can drive this train. Watch what other people are doing. I want you to try and finish the scenario properly. Okay, you've just got to get to Reading. You have a 10 miles per hour speed limit. But bear in mind... Oh, the channel is Mr. Overspeed. Oh, that's it, got the throttle off, 16 miles per hour. Camera doesn't work at the moment, folks. I've literally just started doing this. Who's put the reverser in backwards? Right, you have 40 limit, but don't throttle up until you put the reverser back in the forwards. Horn doesn't work at the moment either. There are a number of commands. I've only really got the very basics working at the moment. That's it, we're back forward again. Train brake is on. Someone will want to release the brake. There we go, brakes off. Throttle up. Hey. There you go. I'm completely hands off at this point, folks. I am not doing anything. Okay? Hands are over here. Okay, I'm just going to put my hands over here just so that you can see that. Okay, I am not touching the keyboard. Okay. Right, 25, 26. You can type exclamation mark speed as well, by the way. And that will give you the speed immediately. So that'll give you, because you've got a bit of a lag at the moment going on. There shouldn't be any red signals. I think this is a straight run. All you've got is the speed limits, and they're going to be going up. This is hilarious. You're doing alright, folks. Headlights work, so if I switch the camera around to the front, we've got no headlights. Who's going to fix the headlights? Exclamation mark headlights, and then it's 0, 1 or 2. Headlights 1 I think is what you want. There we go, we've got headlights now. Oh, gone back to 2 again. We've got a 50 limit now, folks, you can speed up. Someone put the reverser into negative. No, there isn't an emergency brake command, but you could put the train brake in to 100%. So while you're doing this, think about what we can do to improve it. What's the next thing I need to do? Camera control, I think is a definite. Or is camera control? Because then the camera will be flapping all over the place. Is that something you want? Do put it in emergency. One option I thought about was having it to where you can vote people down and say, I think that person is actually fighting against the common good, and if enough people vote them down, then they get effectively timed out from controlling the train for a little while. Yeah, someone's put in emergency brake again already. Horn, yeah, wipers, okay. One day we'll get the brakes off. We're never going to get there if we keep putting the brakes on, folks. We're going. We've got 100 miles an hour we can do now, folks. 100 miles an hour. Don't forget exclamation mark speed. We'll tell you what the current speed is. I definitely think that this vote down capability is necessary. I think people are we might be getting a little bit annoyed at all the emergency brakes. AWS warnings will be coming into chat ride car and the ability to reset AWS, absolutely. There we go, emergency brake. We're going to get there eventually. The 15-second delay is killing you. There's not a lot I can do about that. That's why I've got exclamation mark speed, so that you can actually see what's going on. Someone's got it set into reverse at the moment. The challenge is, can you all work together to finish the scenario? If we can do that, then what we can do is I can start putting more and more complex scenarios, longer scenarios. You are going to need to keep an eye on what's going on in the chat to see if anyone is being a pain with the emergency brake. We are in a 100 mile per hour speed limit. We're doing 41 miles per hour. Someone just slapped it in reverse. Miles per hour. You almost got the 125 miles per hour coming up, folks. You've got 32 miles to go. You're currently aiming to be about 4 minutes late. Let me add a little overlay so that you can see what the commands are. .68 miles an hour, we're getting there. BK Gaming, thanks for the follow, or the host, sorry. I think those are the only ones I've actually got implemented at the moment. better than it's about the best thing I've got at the moment, just to remind you what the commands are. Reading 30 miles. Oh, someone smacked emergency brake. Simon Lund, I call you out. It's good, it's working. You're getting there. You all thought it'd be mayhem. I guess sort of technically it is. It's momentum that's preventing it from being too loud. I'm going to have a cup of tea while you're busy. Let me know when you're done, alright? So my wife kindly brought me another jug of water. There is probably a cat wandering around in here somewhere making a mess. 79 miles per hour. Don't forget exclamation mark speed, folks, so you can see what the speed is. Long way to the speed limit yet, folks. Who put brakes on? Who put the BK? I call you out for putting the brakes on. Headlights are currently off. Oh no. Throttle's off at the minute. Oh, someone smacked 100% frame brake. I like trains, I call you out. Couple up out. There aren't any AWS warnings on this scenario, and if it does sound an alarm, I'll answer it. But the plan is that when the AWS goes off, I will actually make it right to the track, and then you use /AWS command to be able to react to it immediately. This is like netting the loonies on the asylum. Yeah, train brake is on. Oh, we're slowing down. Are we going to stop? Are we going to stop? Will it be caught before we stop? Reverser forward, come on. Can you do it, folks? Still got 27 miles to go. We're currently aiming to be about 5 minutes late. Can you redeem yourself? Oh, there we go, brakes on again. Who have we got? Dagmar 2 official. Who keeps messing with the brake? Thank God this is not real life. Yeah, imagine if you had 122 people in the cab all fighting over the controls. Oh dear, oh dear. The challenge was to show me how much better you were than I was. Your reverse is set to 1 at the moment, folks. It needs to be set to 100. Ooh, just gone into emergencies again. That's it. We ain't going to recover from that. Time to stop. Who's controlling the train, Patrick Christian? You lot. Are you allowed to time out the people? Yes, you are, Coplop Mal. You absolutely are allowed to time out people who are acting inappropriately. Folks, stop messing about. Yep, that's one down. But we're moving again now. one, smack the brakes. Goes to show how well your teamwork is, yeah, really. We're moving again, 28 miles an hour. Good evening, Tyrant 1. The lunatics are in charge of the train. In the car. Folks, those of you who use the train brake will get a brief timeout from the chat. What are we up to anyway? Reading, and we're due in 8 minutes late. Why would you set the throttle to 2? Making some headway now, folks. We were. I tell you what, we're going to do the rest of the stream like this, I think. I'm just going to sit and watch. Circus has plenty of clowns in the act. Indeed, Mengato, indeed. Nolan RR Gaming, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Greetings. How would you guys like to do some Steam as well? Not tonight because I haven't got it set up, but you think you guys could have some even bigger fun with some Steam? Because you could nominate, you could split yourselves up to where maybe some of you actually do the firing controls and some of you do the driving controls. This must be Zibby and Seema. No, actually I think you'd be fine. Once you've got the appropriate feedback actually on the chat itself so that you can see what's going on. .92 miles per hour. Rocking along. And Super Carrara, how would you open the doors? I haven't set it up yet. Muxel2002, thanks for the follow. But you'll do like exclamation mark doors or something, and then that'll be the same as pressing the T key. So I mean that's going to be the next challenge, really, is to actually give you a passenger stopping scenario, and see if you can get it into the stations. I mean, ignore the timetable. Just see if you can actually stop at all the stations. 96 miles, and this is the fastest we've been so far. Ed, you've got an idea. You might want to send that idea to me on Skype because the chat is flying up quite rapidly. Twitch drivers, Night Rider. Ed, high five, my friend. Oh, we have an emergency brake winner. You'll watch more if we do this. What I'm thinking of doing is trying to find some way to actually leave the stream running with this all the time. 82 miles an hour. Come on, can we break that 100 mile an hour? Break that 100 mile an hour. Did already break 100 mile an hour, did we? Couple of it? Okay then. Excellent idea. That's like giving the loonies a nuclear weapon and a bunch of hammers to beat them with. So what I'm going to do, I think, does engine have a bell? No, British trains don't have bells, Amtrak. So one of the things I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to make it to where there is a vote down, and it's the idea being that if you find someone trolling, you just do a vote down on their username, and if you get more than sort of 3 or 4 people doing a vote down on their username, they'll be blocked from contributing to the driving for a period of time. That should deal with the trolls. Ooh, 102! Ends, what happens when AWS comes on? When AWS comes on, I will handle it in this scenario. In future, you'll get a chat message pops up saying AWS, AWS, and I will, and then you'll be able to type exclamation mark AWS to cancel it. So you won't have to rely on hearing it on the stream, you'll get it instantly on the chat. 104. Slow going to get up from 104. just like the wipers, don't you? 12 miles to go. Does this route have functioning TPWS? I believe it does, Ed. Thanks very much, Menkato. Woo! Oh, train brake. Who set that off? Ill in the car. Mappy, who is responsible for fails in this scenario? I don't know. Fringe starting. Blame Fringe. Ash blame Fringe. You blame everyone who's driving. 113. We are 8 miles to go. Got an AWS alarm, folks. You may want to consider managing your speed appropriately. Let's just see what we got up ahead. We've got a green light up ahead, so maybe that's, I don't know what that, I have no idea what that was about then. Just banged it out to 100% brake again. K-Dog. I take it having the full HUD on is useful, so you can actually see exactly what's going on. Historical natures of people from all over the world driving a train sim together. Yeah, really. Steve's right, this is going to be hilarious getting you stopped, I know. But then all these people doing emergency brake will probably switch to just throwing all the flop onto 100% all the time. 5.6 miles. Wipers. I have no idea why the wipers start and immediately stop, by the way. 4.6 miles to Reading. You're doing 80 miles an hour, folks, so you want to be a bit careful on your speed. Okay, let's not go just into Reading. It's a battle to control the train. 3.7 miles. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, GW. I hope you are as well. It was intended to be something a bit different. In a case of a, well, I can do this, so why not? What could go wrong? 3 miles to go. We're down to 40 miles an hour. If we don't, we will want to keep going though. At this rate, we are going to be stopping rather before the platform, like 2 miles before the platform. Demented Optimus. Alright folks, I am going to do a giveaway once this is complete. If we just fail the scenario, and I don't care about the timings, then I'm going to do one giveaway. If we actually stop at the station, I'm going to do 2 giveaways. Okay. AWS is going off. I've cleared it. That's for the drop to 50 miles an hour. So work together and you get 2 giveaways. I am not driving the train, I am just making some notes, so I need to fix speed, digits, and regress stuff, you want the horn, don't you? What are we up to here? Reading has just come in sight, 1.5 miles away. If you open the doors. Unfortunately you can't open the doors, but I will press T. But that's what the definition of getting 2 is. If you get stopped at Reading, and I can open the doors and complete the scenario, regardless of success, we'll do 2. Remember, we've got a 50 mile per hour speed limit coming up. .30 miles an hour. Another green light. There, everyone's taking it cautiously now. This is excellent. That's what I want to see. Everyone working together for a bit of precision driving now. type in your distances. Back 0.25. Zero? Oh, you want me to shush? Alright, I'll shush. This is beautifully done, I have to say. I have to say, this is nicely done. We're 11 minutes late, but there was 122 people driving the train. Someone just smashed the emergency brake. Right, let's see what happens when I open the doors. Do we get doors? Doors are open. I'm gonna just... Oh, we got to go to Oxford. Off you go, folks. Keep going. Your headlights are wrong. I'll leave it on the front till someone fixes your headlights. There you go. Headlights are fixed. Off we go. We're going to Oxford now. I forgot this went to Oxford as well. Another 27 miles. Top speed. Your speed limit of 50 at the moment, but I'll be going up again, I think. Stress is too much. Throttle's off. Wipers off. Oh dear. Right, you need ludicrous mode, folks. Get that throttle at 100%. Imagine this on a long, heavy downhill American freight train. I know, someone else has just been saying that to me as well. What a nightmare. But no, I think I'm going to be doing it on things like London Brighton, South London Network, on New York, New Haven, perhaps. How fast can this go? Top speed is official speed 125, hence the name HST 125. Unfitted K1, yeah. I could definitely do it with some steam engines. Chicago racetrack, that's another good one track, you're right. I think the freight, any freight scenario is probably less interesting because you've got less to do, but the passenger ones with start and stop I think should be quite good. I am going to set a challenge at some point, folks. I am going to set a challenge at some point where I will keep setting this up outside of the normal stream, and I want people to try and actually finish the scenario and get a good score. Night Rider, yeah, that'd be another interesting one. It's a bit difficult to see, but I picked this one because it's easy to drive and it's a really simple command. Your timeout command is wearing out, is it, Monkey? Amtrak freight scenarios are interesting if all mountains are in traffic. Could be. It's something maybe to try at some point. I'm not ruling anything out. As I develop the integration, we can try lots of different things with it. 24 miles. Another thing I'd like to see is some reports out, so we can actually say on this journey who was the man of the match, you know, who was actually doing most of the work. Grade crossings, Amtrak 109. I've actually, one of the things I'm setting up on the horn is you can just type horn 14L, and then what that will do is it will kick off the sequence of doing the horn for you. You'll just have to figure out the right place to start it. Patrick Christian, you just have to type the commands into the chat. They're all on the top on the screen there, so type exclamation mark throttle space 100 will put the throttle at 100%, for example. We're back over 100. Ah, we're getting some speed now. Imagine doing this with a jet train. Yeah, no. Watch out for a red light before you get to Ditcom. Alright, I'll keep an ear out for AWS folks and I'll let you know as soon as I hear them. The pump cart. Oh, epic idea. Everyone typing up, down, up, down, up, down into the chat. Billy, HRS1, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Going greens though. How are we doing? 18 miles to Oxford. The beeping noise, your local rail fan, is the AWS. It's a ping. which tells us the next signal is green. If you get an alarm, then I have to answer the alarm, because at the moment you can't answer it. You will be able to, and you'll need to react accordingly by slowing down or some such thing. Not the racetrack, Aurora. It runs right through the town of Grumby. You may next wreck it. $16 miles. We're actually maintaining. We are so far managing to maintain time. We started off about. Yeah, we started off about 10 minutes behind, and we're still about 10 minutes behind from Reading, so we're doing all right. AWS, folks. We just had the AWS warning for a double yellow flashing aspect. .70 limit coming up. Single yellow. .70 limit. We're just about underneath the 70 now. Look at this. Someone's using the speed command nicely. We've got what yellow is this? Yep, we've got yellow and a feather coming up. Oh, it's gone green. Probably want to put some power on, or we're going to stop. Speed limit is 70 coming up. Well, folks, you can do it. We're still 10 minutes behind. We're not losing time at the moment. Crossing over at this point. Careful of that 70 limit. Keep an eye on the speed with exclamation mark speed as you accelerate. For anyone that's just joined, I'm not driving. You're driving. Commands are over there on the other side of the screen. Get on with it, basically. So we just had an AWS, but we're okay. It went green anyway. Coming round Didcot, that's why we're on the Didcot bypass now, carrying us around beside Didcot. Someone's put the emergency brakes on. Command line train simulator. So the last signal was a green. That's it, good AWS. Right, we're about to get a 90 speed limit. Oh, someone just pressed the train brake again. Right, we're in a 90 speed limit now. We have 9.4 miles to go. I think we've got a clear run to Oxford now, but don't take my word for it. That was good, no speeding. We went a bit slow through Didcot, but with no speeding. So, well done folks, very, very impressed. Doing a good job, very good job. It's going to seem really boring when I get back to driving, isn't it? Just end the street next. 76 miles an hour, you're approaching that 90 limit. Don't forget folks, keep an eye on exclamation mark speed so that you can manage, you can see what the speed is without having to wait for the screen to update on the stream. At the moment, when you request the speed, it doesn't address it to you. It doesn't put at and the name in and your name in there, because I thought everyone would be interested in that. But given that you requested it, shall I put your name in the speed so that you've got, because it's easier for you to see things in the myriad of chat that's going on. If it's completely lost my brain there. Yeah, if it's addressed to you, then you'd see it easier in the stream of chat that's flying on the screen. .82 miles per hour. I'm also going to make it to where instead of doing speed, you actually do something like status, and then I'll return some other stuff as well as the speed. Imagine letting the world try and complete a shunting scenario. Yeah, I'm not sure that would work because you can't easily figure out what wagons to go and deal with. You're more likely to just throw the wagons off the track. Looking at it, there is so there is a lag in the response times by the looks of what I need to look at. So what it is that the TSL bot can only say something about every couple of seconds. Otherwise it gets blocked for spamming. Not by MooBot, but by Twitch itself. You just get the whole, if you try and type things multiple, repeatedly at a high speed, So I need to find a way of dealing with that, which is what I've just noticed. The TSL bot is it's doing everything instantly. You send the message, but it's responding later, and I think that's why. So because it's buffering everything up into a big long queue, and then sending them out every 2 seconds. Right, AWS. Right, in that case, so I've just been reminded that now that the TSL bot is a mod, I can speed it up 4 times faster than it is at the moment. That will make a big difference. So I shall do that as well. I've made a note of that. That will make a big difference. 3 miles, 2.7 miles to Oxford. Someone else is saying they've had a message saying they've repeated themselves within 30 seconds. AWS alarm. We have double yellow. Two miles to go. Don't forget, folks, work together. Work together, folks. You've got Oxford coming up. We had a double yellow, which means we have a red light in 1.1 miles. Giveaways if you get stopped at Oxford correctly. 1 giveaway if you don't. And it's a pretty awesome giveaway, to be fair. Right, AWS alarm, single yellow. Speed limit is still 90 at the moment, but we've got a yellow and then a red, and the red is not too far away, about half a mile, I think. If you remember rightly, when we answer the AWS, it changes. But we need to be approaching it at a sensible speed, otherwise we might get to the AWS trip. There you go, half a mile to the AWS, sorry, to the possible red light. That's your AWS. But don't brake too hard, I think you need to get past the AWS. Ramp is just in front of us. Yeah, it's gone green. brakes on. You're nowhere near stopping yet. Right, we've got another station stop coming in. Can we do it, guys? Can we do it? I want to see a professional job. Past the green light. That was our home signal into Oxford. Keep in mind the oncoming stop, folks. You're 100% throttle. Oh, speeding! Mister's overspeed. Right, we're in the platform. All you got to do now is get it stopped. There we go. Now, can you all resist the urge while I open the doors to make the train move? 2 giveaways if we finish the scenario. Yes! Absolutely epic. Really good. Right, so I take it you want to see more of that then? Is that fair to say? Yeah, we broke it. Twitch probably going, oh, it's all this chat going on. My word. They must be spamming. Right, well, I enjoyed that, I have to say. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you want to send me any Twitch messages, if you've got any feedback that you want to give me, things that you think worked well, things that you don't think worked well, things that you think we could do extra, then give me a shout. Send me a Twitch message, let me know. I've made some notes just to let you know what I've got written down. Fixed speed so that it comes up with couple of decimal digits, not hundreds of millions. Get AWS all working. Make it so you can load and unload passengers yourself. Get the horn working in various configurations. Rename or add an additional form of exclamation mark train brake to just exclamation mark brake as a short form. Add all controls to drive a steam engine. I'm going to add another command so that when you do, it's like exclamation mark say, it'll pop up, and then I can just limit the stuff on the visual stream, the things people say, and then you can filter them out if you don't want to care about all of the automated stuff that's going on. Pump cart support is a must-have. Reporting, so I can upload on a website what's going on. Personalised response to get speed, so that when you ask for the speed, it'll tell you it back. Is everyone back? If you do Bell as well. Ah, correct. Yes, Bell is one I need doing as well. Additional things to get speed and rename it to status, so I'll put some other stuff in there. Reduce the 2-second limit now that it's a moderator, that's good. and some users were getting a "you've repeated yourself within 30 seconds" message back. So I have already sent a message to Twitch to see what how they would like to see this taken forward. Because at the moment I can't broadcast this as a Twitch Plays, official Twitch Plays, because I have to be here. Whereas like for AWS and loading and unloading. But once I've got some of that stuff done, I'm trying to work out at what point it qualifies as being a Twitch Plays. And also what other help they can give. So some of this stuff, like the fact that everyone's spamming the heck out of it, then it'll be DSD's a good shout as well, actually, thank you. And CIFA and PZB, they all need adding. They will not fix the 30 seconds. No, I'm sure they won't. It's they might have a recommendation though. Or does that happen on things like Pokemon? Or the Halo and things like that, because they've just got, and on Halo it was just things like, you know, Command D, Command E, Command W, Command S, that people were spamming into the chat. So I can only imagine the same thing was happening there. The other thing you can do is I've made it, the way that I've written the commands, you can put junk at the end of the command and it'll ignore it. So if you were to do throttle 100 space blah, then it would work as a throttle 100 and ignore the blah, but according to PZB you wouldn't actually be doing anything, according to PZB, according to Twitch, you wouldn't be doing anything different. Cop Blopper Mal, make the TSL bot shout warnings and see for PWA, AWS, DSD, yes, that's on my list. That's why I said add AWS stuff. Haddock, yes, I saw your Skype. I'll have a look at that later on. Right. Give certain people different roles. Yeah, well, I mean, that, to be honest, that's sort of thing that maybe you guys can organise yourselves into. Maybe it's something that can be done otherwise. It might be something we can do differently going forwards. But I think that was a good test. I hope everyone agrees. Now, I promised 2 giveaways if you completed the scenario. You completed the scenario. It is giveaway time. So, the keyword, and I'm just going to do 1 keyword and pull 2 winners out. The keyword is Twitch Plays, 1 word. So if you type that keyword in, cab lights and instrument lights, that's an instrument shout. Yeah, I've added that onto the list as well. While you do that, I'm going to nip to the toilet. I'll be back shortly.